Hi, my name is Stephanie Kabidi with Stephanie Buys Houses. And if you recently inherited a property or dealing with an estate from a loved one and come across the term probate, it may sound complicated, but I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be. I want to dive deep into the main question that everyone wonders is if you can sell a property during the probate process. So we're going to dive into it through this whole video, so you're going to want to make sure you watch the whole thing. So with that being said, let's dive right in. So first and foremost, what is probate? Probate is the legal process that occurs when someone passes away. And that process just distributes who gets what. You know, who gets the property, if they have a property, who gets, any other assets that that person may have owned, and how it is distributed. And just so you are aware, this doesn't just include the assets of what the person owns, this also includes their debts as well. So if they have mortgage payments, any outstanding back taxes, judgments, liens, etc., it also includes that as well. And now the big question is, can you sell your house during probate? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can sell your house during the probate process, but there are some steps you need to take in order to do so. Now, typically within this process, the executor has the authority to be able to sell and sign off on the documents from the property. And if you're dealing with a big family, you want to really make sure you know who the executor is, because you don't want a family member, a brother, signing off as the executor, but he's not truly the executor. It may be the sister. So figure out who the executor is, and that person will be able to sign off on the selling of the home documents. And as you are going through the probate process, the attorney that you're working with throughout this process, they will tell you once you have the green light in order to sign off on those documents. But like I said, you just have to make sure you are the executor to be able to do so and sign off. Next, the home can be sold, but you do want to make sure you're aware of any debts on the property, any mortgages, back liens, taxes, so on and so forth, just so you have that prepared. Now, you don't have to pay that off before you sell the property, because what we can do, a real estate agent can connect you and make sure you have a seller net sheet so they can tell you how much the market value of the property is worth minus the debts of what you owe on the property, and then that will show you the seller net of what you would get. And you don't have to go the agent route. You can also go the investor route, where investors typically buy an as-is condition. They'll buy cash, so it makes the process a whole lot simpler. They can also cover closing costs at times as well, so that may be a better scenario for you. It just all depends on which route you want to go. Either way works. One may be more convenient than the other, but you would want to do what's best for you. Now, there is times where the attorney involved dealing with the probate process, they will recommend you get the property appraised. And that's not always, but in some cases, they do want to make sure you get the property appraised. Whereas if you do work with a real estate investor, if that attorney allows that, you wouldn't necessarily have to worry about any appraisals, because that appraisal money is coming out of your pocket. It could be $500, $600, depending on the property and depending on the state you're located in. So you can save money by going the investor route and selling to an investor, but sometimes that attorney, probate attorney, does make sure that you do get an appraisal done on the property. So you would want to make sure you just touch base with your probate attorney in regards to that. And now that I talked about the agent and investor side a little bit in the beginning of this video, let me dive deeper just so you guys can see which one you would want to go with. So if you guys do decide to list with a real estate agent, that may be great for you. You're able to get market value of what the property is worth. Now, you may have to update some things, do some repairs to the property to make sure that it's market ready, make sure the curb appeal is good and everything like that. But that would be the agent side of things. And typically with the agent side of things, you are going to have to make sure that you pay your closing costs and all those realtor fees as well. Now, if we're going towards the investor side of things, investors, like I said, typically pay cash in as-is condition, so you don't have to worry about putting any more work into the property. You can leave it completely as it sits and can sell it as it is. And another thing investors do is typically they will pay for your closing costs, so you don't have to worry about that, and you do not have to worry about any realtor fees. So going the investor route, you're going to have some more money in your pocket without doing any work. So you just want to see which is best for you. With an agent, you may be looking for a timeline of 30, maybe 45 days until you're in and out of the property, whereas an investor, they can just work on your timeline. So if you want to be in and out within 2 weeks, they can make that happen as long as the title company can run title in a timely manner. But let's say the property ends up not selling. Let's say you do list with an agent and it stays on the market forever and you're just paying those property taxes and utility fees and it's just eating from your pocket. Another scenario you can do is keep the property, clean it up a little bit, and get a renter inside and generate some passive income. So that's just another thing in the back of your mind that can keep you at ease just in case the property doesn't sell. So just to end this video, can you sell your house during probate? The answer is definitely yes. You just have to make sure your probate attorney gives you the green light for the executor to sign off on the documents, and make sure you figure out, do you want to go the agent route or do you want to go the real estate investor route? It's truly up to you at the end of the day. And if you have any other questions, feel free to comment them down below. If you are going through the probate process and you do want to sell your property, feel free to connect with us at stephaniecashoffer.com. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.